Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to dive right into the physiological barriers of traditional hydration and look at how clinical-grade IV therapy is being used in extreme environments, like Las Vegas, to completely bypass them. Because let's face it, between the relentless desert heat and those legendary hangovers, it is the ultimate testing ground. If you've ever felt completely drained despite doing all the right things, well, this is going to fundamentally change how you view your body's recovery systems.
We've all been there, right? You get a full night's sleep, you drink plenty of water, but you still feel totally exhausted. Whether you're navigating high-stress corporate meetings, traveling across multiple time zones, or just dealing with intense heat, so many of us face this persistent exhaustion that traditional hydration alone simply cannot fix. When your body lacks the vital fluids needed to transport oxygen and nutrients efficiently, literally every physical and mental task feels monumentally difficult. Now, drinking a few glasses of water is our standard go-to approach, but as we're about to see from the clinical data, relying solely on oral intake is rarely enough to reverse the cumulative effects of chronic dehydration and nutrient depletion. So here's our roadmap for the explainer today. We'll start with the hydration bottleneck, then move to the intravenous advantage, formulating your wellness, advanced cellular restoration, and finally, the future is mobile. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The hydration bottleneck, the biological obstacle course. I want you to think of your digestive system as this intense, rigorous biological obstacle course. When you swallow a multivitamin capsule or a hydration powder mix, it doesn't just magically teleport into your cells. It has to fight through harsh stomach acids and aggressive digestive enzymes before it even reaches the liver for what's known as hepatic first-pass metabolism. Basically, your digestive system is heavily filtering and degrading these vital nutrients before they ever get a chance to reach your bloodstream. And here is the kicker. By the time those oral nutrients finally reach your systemic circulation, their bioavailability has plummeted to a shockingly low 10 to 20%. I mean, really think about that for a second. You are consuming these supplements to feel better, but your body is only actually able to utilize a tiny fraction of them after that highly destructive digestive process. Moving on to Section 2, the intravenous advantage, bypassing the biological bottleneck. In stark contrast to digestion, intravenous administration deposits saline, electrolytes, and targeted micronutrients straight into your veins, and that creates a state of complete, 100% immediate bioavailability. You are entirely skipping the stomach acid, the enzymes, the liver, the whole shebang. Basically, there is a massive biological trade-off happening in your body right now. While your body expends vital energy just trying to digest pills only to receive minimal restorative value in return, IV therapy provides immediate cellular access. Your cells get the exact raw materials they require for rapid cellular repair, mitochondrial function, and strict fluid balance. It literally turns a frustratingly slow healing process into a rapid, measurable improvement in how you physically feel. When we break down the clinical data across different delivery methods, you can see exactly why intravenous administration wins out on efficiency and speed. Oral capsules take up to an hour just to give you that tiny 10 to 20% return. Liquid drops are slightly better. Intramuscular or IM shots jump up to about 60 to 80% and take effect in 15 to 30 minutes. But they're limited by the physical volume of fluid you can actually inject. And then you have IV therapy, 100% absorption, immediate effect. It is without a doubt the best use case for acute dehydration and the need for rapid healing. Ultimately, this all boils down to bioavailability. That's the defining metric here, and it proves exactly why an intravenous shortcut is medically superior for immediate recovery. Because let's be real, it doesn't matter what you consume. It only matters what your body can actually absorb and use. All right, Section 3, formulating your wellness. Targeted solutions for hydration, energy, and recovery. The real beauty of intravenous medicine lies in its adaptability. If you're dealing with the dry climate of Las Vegas, true cellular hydration requires an intravenous saline solution packed with sodium, potassium, and chloride to restore your internal osmotic pressure instantly. If you are recovering from physical stress or a viral infection, formulations with high doses of vitamin C, zinc, and glutathione neutralize damaging free radicals and flush out metabolic waste like lactic acid. And for medical weight loss, these infusions can supply powerful lipotropic agents that actively assist your liver in processing stubborn fats, essentially speeding up sluggish lipolysis. We so often try to mask our exhaustion with heavily caffeinated beverages that just trigger an inevitable afternoon crash. But to understand true natural energy production, we really have to look at ATP, or adenosine triphosphate. It's the primary carrier of energy in all living organisms. When you use intravenous treatments to supply high doses of B-complex vitamins and pure vitamin B12, they act as catalysts in your cellular Krebs cycle. They literally stimulate your mitochondria to produce ATP, and that results in a sustained natural surge of vitality entirely without the jittery side effects of stimulants.
Which brings us to Section 4, Advanced Cellular Restoration, the Science of NAD+.
Now, this is where it gets really fascinating. NAD+ is a vital coenzyme isolated by medical science that quite literally governs how effectively our cells repair themselves. We're talking essential DNA repair, regulating complex cellular metabolism, and protecting vulnerable neurological pathways so you maintain really sharp cognitive clarity.
But here is the fundamental physiological problem we face. These vital NAD+ reserves drop significantly as we naturally age. They are heavily depleted by alcohol consumption, yeah, looking at you weekend warriors, and heavy systemic physical stress, like a demanding corporate travel schedule. This is exactly why advanced NAD+ therapy has become a cornerstone of preventative wellness, especially for proactive adults over 40 who want to maintain peak cognitive and physical endurance. And finally, Section 5, the future is mobile. Redefining the modern patient experience. Think about it. Driving through congested city traffic, like the gridlock we see in Clark County, Las Vegas, just to sit in a sterile, crowded clinical waiting room, that is completely counterproductive when you're already fatigued or severely dehydrated. The physical effort required to travel can actually worsen your symptoms. That is why receiving safe, clinical-grade treatment right on your own couch, or at your office desk, or in your hotel suite is a massive logistical advantage.
There's a quote from our research that says it perfectly. Mobile therapy fundamentally redefines the modern patient experience by prioritizing your maximum comfort and strict privacy. Having experienced, fully licensed registered nurses bring the equipment directly to you ensures the path to wellness is entirely devoid of unnecessary stress. It allows you to seamlessly multitask or just quietly rest while prioritizing your health in a private, completely comfortable environment.
So, I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought to wrap up our explainer today. Considering all the immense cellular benefits we've covered, from bypassing the destructive digestive system to stimulating natural ATP production and replenishing vital NAD+ reserves, how might a direct physiological reset transform your daily performance? When you completely eliminate the friction of travel and the massive inefficiency of digestion, optimizing your health doesn't just become possible, it becomes effortlessly integrated into your life. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I hope this changes the way you think about true hydration and recovery.